Today I'm making a white bean stew with eggplant, tomato, some other vegetables, and a little bit of Greek oregano and feta cheese on top. And we eat a lot of beans in Ikaria, mostly as main courses, and they're very versatile. You can do almost anything with all sorts of beans. So today I'm using cannellini beans. I started with dried beans. I soaked them overnight, and then I just simmered them in plain water for about 35 minutes until they became nice and soft. You can also use good quality canned beans for this. If you do use canned beans, look for low sodium beans, preferably organic. I just want to get my celery chopped, and well, I like to use the leaves in this too, because the leaves are flavorful. They add a little bit of a different texture, and the stalk, but you can always just split it if you want to get even pieces or as even as possible. I already have my onion and garlic chopped. I want to cook up the onions and celery first, just to get them soft. A little bit of extra virgin Greek olive oil, the most basic ingredient when one cooks the Ikaria way. I guess that's more than a little bit. And as soon as that warms up, I'll add the celery, onion, and then the garlic. The onion goes in first. Okay. The celery goes in next. We're really just looking to soften up the onion and celery, and I have this on very high heat, so it's only going to take a few minutes. Garlic goes in next. So this is kind of what we're looking for. You want the celery and the onions to be translucent. What I like to do at this point is get most of this out of the pan so that I can saute my eggplant. We also want to cut the eggplant into about 1-inch cubes or so. You might have to replenish the olive oil a little bit for the eggplant, because the eggplant is also a sponge and it will absorb olive oil like crazy. And you want to do that on high heat so that the eggplant gets some color. While the eggplant is browning, I'm just going to get my parsley going. I really just want to chop it. And you can use almost any herb you want in here. If you like cilantro and you want to give it a little bit of a, more of a Mexican spin, you can. We want to get a little color on the eggplant, and we want to soften it up a little bit, and that's what we're looking for here. You see those beautiful charred sides of the eggplant? That's what we want. And now basically I'm just going to add everything else to this. Our cooked onion and celery and garlic goes back in. Our cooked cannellini beans. I'm going to add a little salt. Tomatoes go in next. You can use a tomato puree, you can use a chopped tomato, chopped canned tomato, chopped fresh tomatoes if you're doing this in the summer. And a little bit of Greek oregano. I'm just going to let this cook now. It's going to take about 15 or 20 minutes. I'm going to keep it covered on low to medium heat, and we'll come back to it to taste it together. Ah, that looks great. That's a beautiful sight. The only thing that needs to go in here, a little bit of pepper, just a couple of turns. Maybe a touch more salt. I have a salty palate, so you don't have to do that if you don't want to. And the chopped parsley. I love this dish. And remember, I have a little bit of feta cheese here and just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on top. Please tell me this looks delicious. It's just got everything that makes for a good, healthy, main course, plant-based dish. I love the texture of the eggplant, and the beans are beautiful. It's very, very subtle. I love it.